I just had a literal mental breakdown.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the vlog. Good late morning, actually, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm at the later morning class today because I was just sleeping and sleeping and sleeping, and it felt so freaking good. I would have slept for so much longer, but at around like 8:15, 8:20, Zach sent Asher into the bedroom. And like once Asher re-enters the bedroom after being awake for a while, it's just game over. Like I'm up, I'm at it, and yeah, I don't know. It just felt good. But the thing is, I have kind of a lot to do today. It's just like a very big get my life together day because tomorrow I am going home. Oh my gosh, why it's not gonna be home, it's not home, it's no longer home. I'm going to New York to visit my family, but this is the very last time that I will be doing it because, as you guys know, my parents are building a house in Cincinnati. I've gotten questions on that. They have not, like, construction has not started yet. I don't really know when it is going to start. That's the one bad part about building. A lot of it is unknown, but this is definitely going to be the last time going back to see the house that I grew up in. I mean, we moved in when I was 5. Oh my gosh, like, it's going to be crazy leaving for the very last time, but at the same time, this is a good thing. Like, obviously, my parents want to move to Cincinnati. This is so much better. Like, this makes so much more sense being with me, my brother. So it's a good thing. And like, one of my goals in life, or not goals, but just one thing I try to do, don't make something sad that isn't sad. Yes, it's sentimental, but this is a good thing at the end of the day. It's just definitely going to be very weird to never return to that house again. Like, what? Like, I can't even imagine. Like, oh my gosh. But anyway, so today, just a very big, get my life together day, get everything organized for my trip. I'm outside Bern right now. Class starts in about 4 minutes. And then I'm going to go to the library, drop off this book that I just did not enjoy. I love Ruth Ware, or at least Ruth Ware has a lot of hits and misses with me. She has like a couple where I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I think one of them, like The Woman in Cabin 10. I loved The It Girl. This I would skip unless you're like very into like cybersecurity type stuff. Like, that was like a common theme with this. I would skip. And today at the gym, I can't believe I used to like literally like the night before my workout, like look up like what the protocol was, because at Burn every day is like a different protocol, whether it's arms or cardio or conditioning, speed and agility, whatever. And I would like mentally like prepare as I was resting my head on the pillow. These days, I just show up and I'm like, whatever it is, like I'm gonna do, it's gonna be fine. I have no idea what today is. Oh, leg day. And then it says legs are dead finisher at Burn. Like, the finisher is, it's just basically like this 3-minute thing you do after the workout that basically like just is meant to like kill you even more, essentially. But when I go to New York, I'm not gonna have a gym and by the way, I'm going for almost 2 weeks. Like, we could talk about it later. I'm feeling some type of way about being gone for that long. Asher, I don't want to think about it. I've honestly been getting very emotional thinking about it. But anyway, oh, Zach is calling. Let us see what he has to say. I can't imagine it's anything good. Hello?
Hey, are you eating your taco things as your leftovers?
I was going to.
Yeah, that's fine. I just was wondering if you were going to eat it or not, so I can make an egg sandwich.
But if you really want it, I'm trying to think.
No, it's fine. No, I was just calling so it doesn't go to waste.
I just booked a very spontaneous eyebrow appointment because I didn't even say. I feel like I've just been so out of it today. I'm going home for my baby shower, which is this Saturday, and then Carly's wedding, which is the following Saturday. So it is going to be a very exciting trip home, but also like I like how it's like event, full week of just like hopefully relaxation and hopefully sleep, since this one will not be waking me up. Although like I'm still not ready to talk about it. Like, I'm not gonna be okay. I know I'm not. And then obviously Carly's event.
Guys, this is yet another instance of pregnancy brain, albeit way more subtle, but I meant to say Carly's wedding, not Carly's event. Same thing, but Carly's wedding.
So it'll be like a nice little sandwich, and Zach is gonna be flying in next Friday for Carly's wedding. But I just looked it up and European Wax Center had a few openings. For lunch today, I'm just having those chicken tacos that Zach was inquiring about. They are leftovers from my hungry root yesterday, and they're so freaking good. And puppies, I'm sorry, Ash, but puppies just don't really get tacos. The eyebrows are looking good. I hope, as I was sitting there or laying there, I was truly fearful because it was painful, and it's never painful. Obviously, like, you know, they pluck the same hairs you've been plucking for years. So whenever there's pain involved, I usually know, like, oh shoot, like they're ruining everything and plucking brows that should not be plucked. At one point, a tear actually trickled down my cheek, like just very subtly, like, you know, I didn't say anything, but just it was just falling. And I'm like, this is so embarrassing. But I got out of there and I think they look fine. Meanwhile, I'm stressed. I am very stressed because, guys, it's like 3 p.m. and I feel like I've done nothing today. But like I don't know what, I don't know. I'm one of those people, if I don't spring out of bed and go right away, I am just a slug throughout the day. Like it's this weird, really bad quality that I personally have. But I'm about to start packing. I'm starting with my toiletries. Obviously, one of the things I will be packing is my deodorant. I'm so excited I get to partner with Wild on this video because one, I have a really good discount code for you. And two, I'm just so passionate about this. This is a natural refillable deodorant. I was so hesitant for years to make the switch to a natural deodorant. Spoiler alert, so many deodorants out there, like there's a very big chance you're using one of them, contain harsh chemicals, parabens, aluminum salts, basically just all this stuff that's not good for you. And it's important because you're putting it directly onto your skin. It's going into your body, and more likely than not, you're doing it every day. I hope you're doing it every day. So I've known I wanted to make the switch to a natural deodorant, but I've always heard they're not as good. They're not as effective. And what that means in my mind is I'm gonna smell bad. And I don't want to smell bad, but I've been using this stuff since I think February of this year. I'm never going back. Never, ever, ever, ever. First of all, obviously we've established it's natural. It doesn't contain any of those harsh chemicals, but it's effective. I put it on in the morning. I mean, when I'm going to the gym, I'm obviously sweating my butt off. I smell amazing. At the end of the day, like, you know, obviously I go to the gym, then I shower, put it back on. At the end of the day, if I sniff my underarms, I'm still smelling good. I'm still smelling like, I think this one I have in is called Fresh Cotton and Sea Salt. This is the best scent ever. I'm obsessed. It's so crazy though, guys. I started using this in February. Like I said, obviously use it every day. I have not yet to do a refill. Like there's just so much product that really lasts. I don't want to do it all the way, but eventually I will be dabbling in the refills. This stuff smells so good. It's the Ocean Mist scent, and you just pop it in your little like canister thing. Like for example, let me show you. This you keep, and it actually will have your name on it, which is so cute, especially for traveling. Like I can just pack in like my little Clancy deodorant. And obviously this is something I started doing after I got pregnant. I mean, I am a really big stickler these days with what I put in my body. And yes, it's not just what you eat, it's also things you put on your skin. But even just before getting pregnant, I mean, this is something I was starting to look into. It can impact your hormones and just so many things. I feel like more and more research is coming out, but it's not talked about nearly enough. So if you guys want to give it a try, you can use the code Clancy. That'll get you 20% off your entire order. I will have that link below. They also have shipping worldwide, so it doesn't matter where you live. And they have options for like little subscriptions if you want to make sure your refillables are coming however often you might need them. Or you could just do like a one-off purchase and just try it out, see if you like it. Spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure you will. Also, I love the way it like glides on. Some of like the stick deodorants, I've gotten like, you know when it's like, it balls up like all underneath your arms? Not the case with this. It actually is made with shea butter and coconut oil, so it could not be a more smooth glide on. Like it's so good. Oh my gosh, guys, I need to chill. I just had a literal mental breakdown over the fact that I have to leave Asher. I need to like get myself together. Oh my gosh, like it's the thing is, it's almost 2 weeks that I'm going to be gone. I'm leaving on a Thursday and I'm coming back on a Monday, and like I have done weekend getaways since I got Asher, and they are like, obviously I have a good time, but like they're like so hard for me. I just love him so much. I don't know, I'm like worried because obviously Zach has work, so he's gonna be home all alone. I need to like, oh my gosh. Okay, I just looked it up and I can't cancel my flight because I was considering just driving now. Because the whole thing was I was debating, like, should I drive for this trip and bring Asher or fly? And I booked the flight like almost 2 months ago at this point. I just didn't know how I was going to be feeling 31 weeks pregnant and then 32 weeks when I come back. And I was worried about my back. I had been having back problems. I really haven't been having back problems lately though. So now I really regret everything and I wish I would have just driven, but my flight is in less than 24 hours and now I can't cancel it. I just don't know how, like, I'm going to have to like try to like be out of sight, out of mind with it. I think I'm always, whenever I'm going away, I'm like texting Zach, send me a picture, send me a video every 5 seconds. And like, I don't think that's like healthy. I just cannot explain how much I love Asher. Like, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't. But anyway, as you can see, I'm making a progress with the whole packing situation. It's hard packing for like such a long trip. I feel like I've been used to these like weekend getaways, whereas like now I'm like, okay, I actually have to plan this out a little bit. You can see I've got my t-shirt dresses lined up. I plan on just like living in these. And in case you're wondering why I'm having a mental breakdown over leaving him, this is why. He is just the cutest, most loyal puppy ever. Like, oh. All right, it's about an hour later. I'm feeling a little bit better. Don't worry, everyone. I'm going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to add resilience to my life, but okay. Some people might think that what I am about to do, or I guess I already did it, is psychopathic, while others, primarily I feel like if you've been pregnant before, you get it. If you haven't, you might not. I am stuffing my pregnancy pillow into a suitcase. I actually get 2 free suitcases for this trip, and it's just, that's how much this pregnancy pillow means to me. Like, it just helps so much with sleep, and where there's a will, there's a way. This was a classic first trimester staple that I am bringing back for my last piece at home. My loyal little pup Ash is along for the ride. Okay, I need to stop. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. It's funny because I brought up to Zach, like, oh my gosh, like, wow, like, that'd be so fun, because we didn't like do a formal baby moon or anything. Like, you know, in the first year, going on a nice little getaway, just us. Who am I kidding? I can't even leave my puppy alone without having a mental breakdown. How do I expect myself to leave my child? Like, there's just no way that's happening. And I've just been trying to get everything in order for when I am gone. These are all of his meals for when he's going to be boarded, because next week, Zach is going to be meeting me in New York, so he'll have 4 days. It's crate-free boarding, so at least he'll be like out and about, living his life. It's the same place he goes to doggy daycare. Lately, he's actually been a 2-meal-a-day kind of guy. Like, I switched him because then I give him treats throughout the day and all of that. But I'm definitely doing 3 because, first of all, he won't have his treats. But second of all, I feel like it'll give him something to do, like something exciting at like noon. So 3 a day it is. Good morning, guys. This is how foggy it is. Asher, what the heck is going on out there? I just checked, and sadly, my flight is on time. Which, the reason, if they cancel it, I can get my money back, hop in a car, drive with Asher. We would do halfway today, and then halfway tomorrow. Like, I have it all mapped out, but obviously, I'm not going to throw away however much money was spent on these flights. And we're gonna do it. It's gonna be okay. It is going to be okay. He's gonna be going to doggy daycare today. We were considering, I was like, oh my gosh, can we leave him out? His max time being left out at this point in his life is like 4 hours, where he was left out, and he was such a good boy. But 8 to 9 hours, that is a lot for a puppy who's only 8 months old. And we actually, when we got our puppy Molly when I was in 6th grade, you know, we really wanted to leave her out just in the sunroom. Obviously, we hated crating her. Left her out 1 full day, and she ate the couch and almost died. And that's the biggest thing. It's like anything he eats, okay, like it's material stuff. Like, I don't necessarily even care about it that much. If he were to hurt himself and potentially die, he's just a little too young for this as of right now. So he's going to be going to daycare today, and I am going to be going back home to New York. I wanted you to see New York, little bubby, but you're just not a New Yorker. It's just not meant to be. This is usually my on-the-go airport order, just like a plain everything bagel. Must be toasted though. So freaking good. My mom wanted me to get a doctor's note because she was worried I wouldn't be allowed on the plane how pregnant I am, even though I'm not that pregnant, but I guess she saw a TikTok, someone was denied travel. The thing is though, if they ask me if I'm pregnant, I'll literally just be like, no. Why? Why do you ask? Because like that's, like, you can't argue with me. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, lift up my belly and, like, you literally couldn't prove it. I could just be bloated. So anyway, I don't have a doctor's note, but I should be fine. And I think the cutoff I have like food in my mouth. What am I doing? But I think the cutoff for traveling by plane for healthy pregnancies is 36 weeks. And maybe if you have like high risk or complications, 32 weeks, I believe. But the whole thing is no one can know how pregnant, like no one can prove how pregnant you are. And I think with that TikTok, the person was like showing more and they looked more pregnant than they were. But we're fine. We're gonna be fine. You got your little toys. You're so polite. You're my little boy. You are the best boy ever. When his tail wags, like my heart flutters because he keeps his cards close to his chest, doesn't really give me much love. But I could just tell when I'm making him happy with that tail. I have made it to Long Island. We actually made a stop right away. Right away, you guys know my priorities are in order. We went to the bistro. This is, if you live in the area, it's in Garden City, one of the best spots ever. I actually got my dinner like in advance. This is a panini, and then I got a nice little salad for lunch because I didn't even realize I'm home and my whole family is leaving me tonight.
Watch the house and the dog for us, will ya?
Yeah, that's the only reason you invited me here. My parents have a sweet 16 tonight. It's my cousin, which I thought I was going to be getting in much later than this, but also I just wasn't sure how I'd be feeling, so I am not going to the sweet 16. But first thing I noticed upon my arrival, getting ready for the baby shower, which is in T-2 days. My mom, what are these? Like, are you just gonna hang them up or something?
Yeah, so I'm gonna string something through them and then hang them. I was thinking of putting it around the chandelier.
Baby. And then the true masterpiece is in the den, where my mom got a bunch of these sports jerseys, all different like meanings. For example, Ireland, obviously we're Irish, Cincinnati Reds. It actually has Rogel on the back of it with my softball number. Rogel Jets. We've got more Cincinnati. This is, I believe, the Bearcats. Born to be a champion. My family's very into boxing. New York Knicks. What is this? Bearcats? Yeah, Bearcats. New York Rangers. And more boxing. So he is definitely going to be all set with his sports jerseys. Mom, can you believe this is my very last time coming home to this house?
I know that.
My very last time.
I know that. Don't make me sad. I was sad all last weekend with stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, what other stuff? Just that?
Well, it was different. Like, first Carly wrote that book that was so reminiscent of our street.
Well, I haven't even said it on here. It's not out yet, but Carly wrote a children's book. But when I say children's, it's like probably ages like 8 through 13, maybe ish.
Yeah, just what did we used to call that?
Young adult. No, but not young adult. Young adult is older than that.
Right, you were
adolescent.
At the Malvern Library.
I'm definitely going to post about it once it hits the market.
Then I had one of the first grandchildren visited me from across the street, little Parker, the other day, as cute as can be. And then Maureen, of course, called me, and it was just one of those, like, I can't, how am I doing this?
Leaving.
Why can't you just move back here?
No, now you're going to cause controversy in the comments again of like, oh, Clancy's making her parents trek across the country.
I'm just always torn.
But
I'm happy.
Oh my gosh. Sitting down with Newsday is like the best feeling ever. I used to read this newspaper front to back every single day in the summers I was home from college. I was the most like in-tuned news person ever. And I feel like I've really fallen off the bandwagon for two reasons over the past couple of years. One, I feel like I was just burnt out with my job. But two, with just all of the political like anger and animosity, it was just such a turnoff for me. But this is so nostalgic. And I will say, so nothing beats a newspaper, oh my gosh. But obviously, you know, getting a newspaper delivered to your house every day could add up. I personally, for my news lately, use Google News. It's just news.google.com, and it actually tailors it to you. So you can click top stories, so you're just getting like what everyone else is getting. But this is tailored to me. So it knows like, okay, I always want like the top stories with politics, and then Cincinnati, like a lot of Cincinnati news. It'll also have like some like, you know, drama mixed in. Like I love it so much. And cannot recommend it enough if you want to be like in the know, but don't want to rely on just like one source, because as you could see, like this is a bunch of different news sources. This will be my headquarters for the next week and a half. As you can see, the pillow made it here. That's all that matters. My mom is giving me her room because it's just so confusing. Zach is coming in a week, so he needs a place to sleep. My mom will sleep in my room. My dad will sleep in his room. People find that very confusing. My parents don't sleep in the same room because of two things. One, my dad is a very, very, very bad snorer. And two, they cannot agree on temperature. Like, my mom likes her room very cold. My dad prefers to sweat in like 90 degrees. It's kind of weird. So this will be our room, but it's funny because if you guys remember, my mom also gave us her room when we came like 2 years ago. And so my mom just has this, she wanted to make it feel like home for us, I guess. But so she just has this photo of us hanging right by her bed. And it's funny because today I was watching Asher on his doggy day cam. I know I told myself I needed to like put more space between us, like just forget about him, but I couldn't. So I was watching him. As I was making a video, like a screen recording to send to Zach texted me being like, oh, I'm currently watching Asher. Like it's so funny watching Asher on the doggy day cam. I was like, what the heck? We are 100% going to be those like annoying, like just very like overbearing parents who are obsessed with their kid. But like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Do you want to do an outfit of the night?
This is my outfit of the night.
Where is everything from?
J. Crew. I can't remember one of the outlets. Shoes we decided were from Clark's. They come in 10 extra wide.
Did you know one time I was like to Zach, like, oh, by the way, like, you probably don't even know this, my mom actually has very big feet, and he said he hadn't noticed it. I was like, what? How did you notice?
Tell him your son will be a good swimmer.
But he really said he hadn't noticed. My feet, by the way, are normal size.
Yours are pretty big for 5'4".
Are they size 8?
I think so. For
Size 8's
5'4".
not normal.
When-
Average.
Yeah.
I was about to say it's natural.
I'm unnatural.
Okay, Dad, ready for your outfit of the night? Oh my gosh.
What's wrong?
It's tucked in weird. Do you know where everything's from?
So you looking forward to your fundraiser?
Shut up. That's what he's calling my baby shower.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
It's not what it is.
What do you expect to make on this caper?
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm sure you're not going to put that on your...
I'll put it on. It's not a fundraiser.
No?
Nancy and I are the most generous at things that we go
It
to.
doesn't matter. What's that got to do with the price of tea and shopping?
Meanwhile, this is my night. I've got my panini. I've got my bag of grapes. And what more do you need? It's next morning, as you can probably tell by my appearance. Oh my gosh, what is going on with my hair? But when I opened my eyes this morning, I thought, man, I made it. Sun was pouring into the bedroom. I thought like, oh my gosh, this is like 8:30, 9 o'clock even. Like obviously, I just want sleep. I just want so much sleep. I just want to know my body is just eating it all up. And no, joke's on me. Apparently the sun rises at 5:45 here. I was so sad when I looked at the clock, but I still got a great night's sleep. I just want as much sleep as humanly possible. But I think I'm going to end off this vlog here and then start a new one for my baby shower. I might even do a whole separate one like when Zach gets here. I think we're gonna do a couple of New York vlogs since I am here for so long. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.